man did eat angels' food. He sent them meat to the full that he caused an east wind to blow in the heaven, and by his power he brought in the south wind that he rained flesh also upon them as dust, and feathered fowls like as the sand of the sea, and he hinder it fall in the midst of their camp, round about their habitations that so they did eat, and were well filled, for he gave them their own desire, they were not estranged from their lust. But while their meat was yet in their mouths, the wrath of God came upon them, and slew the fattest of them, and smote down the chosen men of Israel. For all this they sinned still, and believed not for his wondrous works. Therefore their days did he consume in vanity, and their years in trouble. When he slew them, then they sought him, and they returned and inquired early after God, and they remembered that God was their rock, and the high God their Redeemer. Nevertheless they did flatter him with their mouth, and they lied to him with their tongues, for their heart was not right with him, neither were they steadfast in his covenant. But he, being full of compassion, forgave their iniquity, and destroyed them not. Yea, many a time turned he his anger away, and did not stir up all his wrath, for he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passes away and comes not again. How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness, and grieve him in the desert? Yea, they turned back and tempted God, and limited the Holy One of Israel. They remembered not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy. How he had wrought his signs in Egypt, and his wonders in the field of Zoan, and had turned their rivers into blood, and their floods, that they could not drink. That he sent divers sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs, which destroyed them. That he gave also their increase to the caterpillar, and their labor to the locust. That he destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore trees with frost. That he gave up their cattle also to the hail, and their flocks to hot thunderbolts.